Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to another ranking video. Happy 2026, everybody. Yes, the Christmas tree is still up. I hope everyone's new year was good, and I hope everyone enjoys a prosperous 2026, and we are all going to have a great year. It's already looking pretty good. Today, we're going to be doing a 2025 movie ranking, a little different from my normal music ranking. I mean, I have done a movie ranking before, but this is strictly for the 13, I've only seen 13 movies I watched in 2025, and I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best. That's pretty much it. I'll try and do a movie ranking and an album ranking at the end of this year too, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hey, I'm not a movie critic. I never claimed to be one. I like what I like and I dislike what I dislike. You know what I'm saying? Coming in at number 13, the worst movie I have seen all year. This might piss some people off. I'll explain. But my least favorite movie so far is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I know. I might piss off some fans. Listen, I am a FNAF fan. I've never played the games, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I know the lore. I've watched Markiplier play it. I've watched other people play it. I just think the movie was bad. You know, the movie wasn't good. The writing was not good. A lot of stuff wasn't good. I was pretty holy stutter. I was pretty disappointed with the writing in this movie. I didn't particularly enjoy the first one too much because I thought it was kind of boring. The writing was lackluster, and that's kind of the same for this one. This one's just kind of all over the place, and I had fun watching it. I'll say it's a fun movie to watch if you're gonna shit on a movie because I saw it in theaters with my friends and nobody was in the theater. Nobody. So me and my friends were just laughing, shitting on it, just doing a bunch of fuck shit. But I just think this movie was really badly written to the characters, to their decisions they made, and to a lot of changes with the animatronics. But I will say there are some positives. Obviously, the animatronics in the first movie, they look great. They look even better in this movie. That's pretty much where the positives end. At least it was entertaining enough, so that's why it's going to get the number it's going to get. But they had like an Avengers style like ending where all the fucking animatronics came back. Made no sense. I will be seeing the third one. With that being said, because I want to see these movies. They're kind of fun to watch. But yeah, I'm going to have to give Five Nights at Freddy's 2 a 4 out of 10. Coming in at number 12, we have Nonas. Now, you're probably like, what the hell is this movie? And I don't even know what this movie is. Like, I don't know if it's a Netflix original. It might be. I think I watched it on Netflix. I don't even remember, dude. I just remember my mom wanted to watch a movie, and I was like, okay, we'll watch. We'll watch whatever. And she put on Nonas. Okay, basically, I didn't really describe the plot for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I kind of forgot. There wasn't really a plot. It was just, dumb shit. But Nona's, the plot was like they wanted to open a restaurant, like a bunch of the gimmick. A guy wanted to open a restaurant, and the gimmick was that the waiters are all nanas or nonas. I don't know why it's called nonas, but he wanted to open a restaurant, and that was the gimmick, and it wasn't working, and it was like a bunch of stuff happened, and then it worked, and then they have a restaurant. It's based off a true story too, which is pretty cool. Anyway, though, it's kind of funny. It had some funny moments. It's kind of just a forgettable film. You watch it, you move on. Doesn't really stick with you. That's pretty much what happened with me. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Not much to say about Nonas. Coming in at number 11, we have Henry Danger, the movie. I was a big Henry Danger fan. Thought the show was hilarious, and I was super excited for this movie. And did it deliver? It was fine. It was cool to see where our characters were. But obviously, the Henry from the show is not the same Henry that we know now in the movie. And, he has to go through a little character development, all that, John. But the point is, it's not the same guy, and he's not as funny. I'm going to say it. The movie's not as funny. I think there were some people who carried the movie, like Piper was really good in the movie. Franchini was really good in the movie. And a bunch of other shit, Like, there were just some funny parts, but low-key, Kid Danger wasn't too funny, but he was compelling as a character because I know him from the show. I'm interested in this character. And it kind of took him in an interesting direction where he had to get used to working with people, and that ties into Jasper and all that. Anyway, yeah, still pretty good. Charlotte wasn't in the movie, unfortunately, but I think it was an alright movie. It was kind of a cool follow-up. It's not needed. You don't need to watch it, but it's still fine. It's still pretty funny. But I think the plot is they travel the multiverse. It's a multiverse movie, and he just had to learn basically to be a part of a team and like how to function with that. It's not violent, but they got away with some kind of crazy stuff. I think it was PG, but they were touching the line, and it's fine because it's supposed to be a mature approach to the show because all the people now have grown up. I still think they got to tap in there. I think they might. I don't know if they're making a second one. If they make a second one, they need to tap into the humor side of it, get kind of what we like growing up, like the fans, some more characters, and I think you got yourself a good movie. I'm going to give Henry Danger, the movie, a 6 out of 10. Coming in at number 10, we have Captain America Brave New World. Now, I don't want to have to rehash everything I said. If you want to know really what, I'll give a rundown. But, you know, I talked about this movie more in my Marvel movies breakdown or review. So if you want to go check that out, you can go do that. But basically, Captain America Brave New World follows the new Captain America, Sam Wilson, as he fights the Serpent Society and deals with the Red Hulk. I kind of forget how he got to that point. Isaiah Bradley. He was like the OG Captain America, first like super soldier serum like type guy. Someone was brainwashing him and made him do a bunch of shit. So it's kind of a mystery who it is. I think it was the leader. They go on a little adventure. I don't have too many problems with this movie like other people do. I actually kind of enjoyed the last like 20 minutes. I think the last 20 minutes are really good. It's just a big fight with Captain America and fucking the Red Hulk. And I like it. Besides the green screen part, I like it. Yeah, if you want to see me go more in depth, go check out my Marvel review. But with that being said, I'm going to give it probably a 6 out of 10 as well. Coming in at number 9, it's going to be surprising. I can't believe this came out this year. It feels so long ago. But coming in at number 9, we have a Minecraft movie. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm putting this over a fucking Marvel movie. But dude, I kind of had a fun time with it. Like, listen, I know the writing's bad, and this is the thing with the FNAF movie. The writing is bad, but I think the writing is a little better in a Minecraft movie, but still, like, the writing is bad, but it is very, very entertaining. I can't lie. It's super entertaining. Like, it's just like a fucking fever dream, just like Minecraft references, and like they're like in the world and shit. And it's pretty cool. The practical sets are awesome. Humor's not too good. The plot is like they need to destroy the it's like, what the fuck am I saying? There's pigs in the Nether, and they have to go and defeat the pigs, or the pigs are coming to their world, and they gotta stop the pigs from doing evil. I mean, dude, I have videos of this. When he says chicken jockey, oh my god, people start throwing shit everywhere. I'll play a clip right now, but it is funny. It was I won't forget that experience watching it in theaters.
What are we doing?
Get me in here! Get me in here!
But yeah, I got my enjoyment out of this one. It was cool. They're probably gonna make a sequel. This made almost $1 billion, I think. Maybe it did make $1 billion. Maybe a little less than $1 billion. Still, point is, I had a lot of fun with it. I feel like that's just what this movie is. It's fun. Obviously, though, I can't look past some of the bad writing, the bad jokes, and it's just some things not making sense. So, in the end, I will be giving this movie a 6 out of 10. But just so you know, and I probably will never watch this movie again, but that theater experience was great, and it's a fun movie. Coming in at number 8, we have Thunderbolts. So again, if you want to see me go more in depth, my review is there. You can go check it out. But I'll give a brief rundown. So basically, group of ragtag heroes get trapped in this bunker area. They're all trying to kill each other, but then they're like, why were we all hired here? And they were all going to get incinerated. And there was this girl, the girl who hired them. They have to take her down. And she's trying to control this weapon thing. But I got to say, I didn't love this movie as much as other people did. I think it's a good movie. It's entertaining. I think the character dynamics are pretty good. I think some people didn't get time to shine as much as I would have hoped. I think the climax was anticlimactic. And the movie just ends kind of like 5 minutes after they defeat the villain. The post-credit scene was cool, and people were like, oh, it's the longest post-credit scene ever. but it was mostly just talking and useless shit. Like David Harbour's Red Guardian was just talking about brands or whatever. I don't know. It was good. I did enjoy it. I just think it's a little overhyped. I think a lot of the movie had a lot of expedition dumped into it because people don't know who they are. They're kind of just random side characters from TV shows and movies. I know who they are because I'm a Marvel fan, but I don't think the general audience knows. So they had to do a lot of expedition dump. It just kind of took me out a little bit. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's kind of slow at points, and I just think there are better Marvel movies out there. If you want to see a more in-depth review, go to my Marvel review. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say about Thunderbolts. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Coming in at number 7, we have another Marvel movie. We have The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Again, I think this one's slightly better than Thunderbolts. Just another one of those movies that's good. Not a lot of action, I will say. But the focus on the characters, what drives them, they're very interesting characters that you get to care about, and you're very interested in how they solve the problem that they have. And basically, Galactus, big planet-eating titan. God, I don't even know what the fuck he is. I forget. I know Marvel lore, but not that well off the top of my head. When I hear it, I'll know. But anyway, he's going to eat their Earth. This is on an alternate planet, not where the main line MCU is. It's on an alternate world. Galactus is going to eat their planet. We don't want that, apparently. So we don't want that. So we want to stop him. And that's the schniz. That's the schniz. There's some character drama, like if Sue Storm gives up her baby, then none of this would happen. But like people were like, "Oh, give up the baby," and they're like, "I'm not giving up the baby," and all that shit. We'll stop him ourselves, and they do, surprisingly. The characters were really good in this. The action, when it was there, was very good. But I just think the movie can be slow at times and kind of a slog to get through. There's just a lot of stuff that doesn't matter, just more like character development stuff, but not stuff that affects too much. And I was kind of not disappointed with the ending. Like the post-credit scene had Doctor Doom in it, not the face, but the body. But like the actual end of the movie didn't really set up much. Like after Thunderbolts, you saw the Fantastic Four ship, so you expected them to ditch their world, and the world was going to be eaten. Didn't happen, which led to kind of not an anticlimactic, but kind of like a okay ending. I'm going to give this another 7 out of 10. Coming in at number 6, we have the best superhero movie that came out this year, in my opinion. We have Superman. I think this was a great start to the James Gunn universe that I'm starting to get a little invested in. I won't lie. I've been trying to get invested. I was like, I'll watch Creature Commandos. I'll get there. Eventually watched it. Very good. Peacemaker, I've been watching Peacemaker, so I'm caught up with that. And now I'm caught up with the movies side of things, and really, really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really funny. I thought the action was good. The CGI looked good. Like, everything was just... It was clicking for me. I think it's a good character study of Superman, like a different kind of take on him. Like the world thinks, oh, he's actually a villain. Like they don't know. And it feels a lot more personal than like Henry Cavill's Superman. Like he was good, but he was low-key just aura farming most of the time. This, you really feel Superman as a character. You feel that he just wants to help. And there are just great performances all around. Lois Lane's actor did good. The guy who plays Lex Luthor, wow, dude. Wow. I think that's what this movie does good. I think this movie really gets you into the characters, into their feelings, and I think it does it really well. I think the story is basically, it's literally just Lex Luthor tries to destroy Superman, in any way possible. So I like to see a movie that's colorful and not some just graded, like, dark kind of movie. It's a fun movie, and it kind of has that James Gunn look that most of his movies have, but I still think this is a fantastic start to the James Gunn DCU. So I'm going to give Superman a solid 8 out of 10. Coming in at number 5, this might be a little low for some of you. I just saw this too, so it's fresh on my mind. Coming in at number 5, we have Marty Supreme. Now listen, I know this might be a little low for a lot of you. This is still not a bad movie. I mean, if Superman got an 8 out of 10, obviously this has to be an 8 or above. So let's just talk about it. Marty Supreme is basically about a guy, Marty Supreme, who wants to be the best ping pong player in the world. He wants to get the chance to do that. He plays a lot, loses in an important championship. And then after that point, you follow him where he tries to get back to another championship to win. Turns out, doesn't happen. He doesn't get back to it. So he plays in this official, it's like a fundraiser, not a fundraiser. kind of a fundraiser. It's like an ad promoted ping pong tournament, but they treat it as a real thing. And he wins, and he has a baby, and everything's all happy. But I do have some gripes with this movie. I think the characterization of Marty Supreme is very good, but the ending where he feels emotional that he has a kid and all that kind of feels out of place because we never really saw his kind side or his side where he even wanted a kid. Like, he barely acted like he wanted a kid throughout the movie. The girl who he was with, who's now I don't know if they're technically not even wives. Like, she has a husband, which is, I don't even know. It's a whole situation. But the point is, he never even acted like he wanted a kid. So seeing him cry for this kid, it's a little surprising. Kind of out of character. I wish they built it up a little bit better. That's one of my problems. Another problem is some of the pacing can be a little weird and wonky. It just gets slow at some points and gets really fast at some points. There's not too much ping pong in it. Would have liked to see a little bit more. Tyler the Creator's in it, though. Woo! He did pretty good. I liked him. I just think this movie's pacing can be a little odd. Still not a bad movie by any means, though, because, I felt my heart was kind of racing for him in that last match. I was like, dude, he needs to win this. I was happy for him when he won. I think this was a great character. It's really not a movie about ping pong. It's a movie about the character Marty Supreme, and I think they did that really well. It was pretty entertaining. I enjoyed it, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Coming in at number 4, we have Weapons. I really enjoyed this movie more than I thought I would. I thought it was a horror movie, and I heard it was getting a lot of buzz, so I was like, oh, let's go see it. It is a horror movie, but there's some comedy elements put into it. There's some action. It's such an odd movie, odd take on the horror genre. Super, super entertaining, and sometimes that's all you need in a movie for me. I'm pretty easy to please, I don't need some super deep shit all the time. I just like a nice, fun movie. And this is what that was. So basically, Weapons follows the disappearance of a whole classroom of kids, except one. And, the teacher's being questioned. And you kind of follow these different characters, these different parents of the kids. And you slowly start to, piece by piece, figure out what happened to these kids. Kind of at the halfway point, you figure out what happened to these kids. Which is shocking. You're like, what the hell? Why is this happening so soon? Then you have a whole another hour of them trying to get the kids and all that shit. A lot of shit happens. Some magic, some evil, manipulating, controlling shit. And you follow these main characters. Every character kind of has their own chapter, which I really like. You kind of get to know all of these people and see what happened to them. And it all intersects after a point. It's just really cool how it all connects. It connects very well. I actually thought it was very funny and creepy and scary when it needed to be. It's kind of the whole package. My only problem is the ending. I like the ending, but it ditches the whole horror and goes full comedy, kind of. It's not full comedy. It's disturbing when you think about it, but I think the ending should have been a little more scary and not as played up for laughs. I will say, though, it was pretty funny. I just think, obviously with a movie with so many different kind of tones, the horror, the comedy, the action, all of the elements don't mesh perfectly together, and that's why it's not higher up. I think some of the elements just kind of fall flat for me. Still a very entertaining, very good movie. Good performances all around. I have not too many complaints with it. I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Coming in at number 3, a lot of people might have this as their number 1, as their number 2, but I'm going to have it at my number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have The Long Walk. This movie is phenomenal. So this movie follows kind of this dystopian world where these guys, 50 guys, go on a walk. They just start walking. They just walk until there's one dude left. If you stop 3 times, you're out. You get shot, you die. They just keep going until there's one left. And once that one person is left, I think they get $1 million. They get a lot of money, and then they get one wish. That's pretty much the whole premise. It's a very simple premise, but they do a lot with it because this is not a movie that really focuses around the premise. It does, obviously. It's where the whole thing's taking place, but it's more of a character study and a character-driven movie. You get to know these people who are going on the walk. You kind of have your main 4, main 5, main 6 around that area, and you just follow. You follow them. Get to start knowing each other and losing each other too. And it's emotional. I don't cry during movies often. I did cry during this movie. very, very sad shit when you see one of your characters that you've been following for so long get killed off. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's a very sad movie. Like, you don't feel like good afterwards. You do feel motivated, I will say, because this movie kind of gets you motivated. Like, damn, dude, they're going on this long ass walk. I can do this shit. I have a review on Letterboxd that I'll put up on screen right now, and you can pause and read it if you want. But it's just like kind of putting my thoughts. This is when I first saw the movie, so it's kind of my out of theater thoughts. I think this is a really phenomenal movie. Not too many complaints. My only complaints are that like sometimes the pacing can be a bit slow. And another problem with this movie I have, it's kind of a major one, but it doesn't drop it too low because obviously this isn't how you should look at and review movies. But I just gotta say, I don't think I could watch this movie again. I think it's a one-time watch kind of thing, but you get your enjoyment out of it. So I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. Coming in at number 2, we get the 2 slot right now. Coming in at number 2, we have Sinners. Sinners is just, if you haven't seen Sinners, go watch Sinners. It's a phenomenal movie. It's a really good movie. So Sinners takes place back in the 1940s, 1920s. I'm sorry, like if I'm just completely off. It's around that era, just so you can get a gauge. It's around that era, and it follows these 2 brothers, Smoke and Stack, who are played by the same character. That's like, I think that's crazy, and they have distinct like mannerisms that distinguish them. I really think Michael B. Jordan should have got an Oscar for this performance, but they give it to Marty Supreme, Timothée Chalamet, which is fine. I just think he did better in this movie. It follows those 2 brothers opening up a bar. They open it up. You know, they're having the night of their lives. You know, they got their little cousin just like doing fucking music shit. And he likes the music. When suddenly vampires come on the scene. You know, the vampires are trying to get in. They start picking off the characters we've been following one by one by one. And it's some crazy shit. Gets your heart pumping. You're like, damn, dude, you don't even know what could happen next. It's really good. And it follows this good, like, vampire lore. Like, a lot of people don't know that vampires need to be invited in somewhere. I didn't even know that until I saw this movie. I was like, shit. I think the performances all around, like, Haley Steinfeld did really well. Michael B. Jordan did very well. I think this movie is just also super entertaining. I will admit the first kind of half is a little boring. Once the vampires come in, like, once the party starts getting started, starts to get good. I just think there's a lot to love about this movie. Not much wrong with it. Just some pacing issues in the first half that I have. And that one scene where they're all showing all the decades of music, cool, took me out of the movie a little bit. But anyway, the rest of the movie, though, is really good. So I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. But coming in at number 1, my favorite movie of the year. This is going to surprise some people, but it's going to be Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. I love Knives Out movies. I don't know if I'm just a sucker for like the fucking all the things interconnecting and being really like what, but it's good shit. I love the movies, and this might be my favorite. It's tied for the first one, I think. This and the first one are tied for me. I can't decide, but I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Basically, this movie follows a priest. It follows him. He's our main character, and he moves to this new church after punching a dude. After punching a dude in the old church, So, like, he got moved to a different one. And you start to get to know this other priest who eventually gets killed. Oh, my goodness. A Knives Out mystery where someone gets killed? Oh, my goodness. And you got to find out who did it. It's a who done it. It's a who did it. I love these movies. These movies are just fucking entertaining as shit. But what I really like about this movie is that it's not your traditional just, like, everyone's a suspect, because some people are clearly more suspect than others, and some of them kind of get sidelined. You just get these character moments that are just really good. It feels more character driven than the first few movies, and it's really unique the way they handle religion in this movie. I think religion in a lot of movies is handled bad. Either they're just shitting on it, or they're glazing it, or it's just not done right. But the way they did it in this movie, really, like, I'm not a religious person, but it still like spoke to me the way the Father Judd talks about what motivates him and why he does what he does. It's some really good shit. I think it's like great writing. It's a great look on religion in general, and I didn't expect to get that out of this movie. It's pretty surprising. While having that good writing over there, we have a good mystery going on, trying to figure out who done it. All around, this movie just it makes me love this whole series as a whole. It's the reason why these movies are so fucking good, because you obviously have these characters that are really entertaining to watch and good to watch, and you have these ensemble casts that are really well casted and acted, and everything's just great. It comes together really nice at the end. It's a very entertaining watch. I would recommend watching this movie. I know it's like, I would say Sinners and The Long Walk and maybe even Weapons are probably better written in places, but I think as a complete package, as a whole, Wake Up Dead Man is my favorite movie of the year. This is my Letterboxd review if you want to quickly read it. Kind of summarizes. It's my right after seeing it, I wrote it. So if you want to get a gauge on how I was feeling then, you can do that. I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. So that is the 2025 movie that I've seen ranking. Only 13 movies. I'll try and watch more this year. I don't go out of my way to watch 50 movies a year because I'm just not like that. I'll watch whatever I watch when I want to watch it. And I already got some shit I want to watch this year. I want to see the new Marvel movies. The Odyssey looks really good. Iron Lungs coming out soon. There's a lot of shit that's going to come out. And I will be doing another ranking at the end of the year. Same with the album ranking. I'm going to do that again. So I hope you enjoyed. If you disagree with my opinions, like and subscribe to take out your anger. Go check out my podcast. Episode 2 is out. Episode 3 will probably be out by the time this gets uploaded, so go check that out. Let me know what you think of my ranking. Let me know what movies you suggest. Suggest some movies to me. Give me some movies that you think I should watch. So, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys